So that's what's kind of fun about SAM in an 8-team tournament is with the amount of skill and the talent that we've seen come out of South America, these tournaments, they can give you a run for your money.
For sure. And now here we go. We're going to see who exactly is going to be stepping up and showing out in the final series of the... Okay, thank you, Kaio. I was about to say, if nobody was back, I was going to say, come on, what are we doing? We can't be starting out like that, but everything's all good to go.
We'll see what Novus AEVI can bring to Not Erased. As Kaio puts one on target, and well, hey, that's one thing you could bring is a goal in the first 30 seconds. Novus AEVI had a lot of time and space here, and I'm kind of wondering where Not Erased even went. PJ on the in-and-out save is not going to get there in time, and Novus AEVI up 1-0 quickly.
Yeah, Card just waited for it. He knew that, listen, hey, my boy's coming down the lane. I just got to stall for just a second, able to send it with a perfect center. Great pass to set up the beautiful, beautiful first goal. Going to be going Novus AEVI's way. Now KNS trying to make something happen and Not Erased. Looking kind of good on offense for a second here. Might be able to make something happen with this offensive pressure that they're able to start to put on. But yet again, another save is going to be coming in from Novus AEVI. A lot of saves coming out. My goodness, a little bit too high above the crossbar. Now it's heading back the other way. Card, man on a mission, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, with the way this game has started for Novus AEVI, if you're Not Erased, you cannot let those chances go by the wayside. Letting that shot go high and off the crossbar, you're gonna be punished. And Card has pulled out yet another for Novus AEVI, this time on the ground, faking, scooping, back up, and straight through the gut. PJ can't get there in time. It's a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was just nasty work coming out. Novus AEVI are looking really, really solid so far at the start of this game one. Big demo coming out. What exactly are Novus going to be able to do off the backs of it? Not much. KNS takes it for now. Kaio still playing very aggressive. Not looking to get back just quite yet. Finally is going to. Demo's going to be coming out, so now Kyle's going to need to stall for a little bit. Heading back the other way, and is he going to be able to get this all by his lonesome? No, he's got help there. Oh my goodness, Card. So close yet so far.
Oh my goodness, another one off the post as well. Royales there. We're Not Erased. Trying to get something, or excuse me, for Novus AEVI trying to get something to go through. Another one off the post. Royales has taken on both sides of the net, and he has not been able to win on either account. And now he's back on defense as Not Erased are able to break out.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, honestly. You know, looking at this, one half through with this game, one half through with this game, and already Novus AEVI, you can see the confidence coming out of them. They're definitely playing with a lot more confidence than Not Erased, in my opinion. You know, they're coming out feeling like, okay, we're the better squad. We're going to be able to take this one, and we're going to keep control of the pace of this game. And they're doing just that. So I'm really impressed halfway through this game.
Been impressive for Novus AEVI, but that's, I think, the expectation. Not Erased scooping this one by the net. No one there expecting it to get skirting across that goal line so quickly. KNS looks to flick it on, but the defense too quick for Novus AEVI. Still PJ keeping this one alive. He with 0 boost, fighting for every inch on the near post. As Card will flop on his back onto the ball and pinch it away. Not Erased now. Can they put something together? Novus AEVI have really built themselves a nice little cushion with a 2-goal lead. They're daring Not Erased to show them some offense here. Force their defense into a tough position. The demo might help. As KNS, good little pinch, another demo. PJ, can they put something on target? They're getting their chances. They're creating opportunity. Is this the chance now for KNS? Off the ceiling, follow-ups there. Davitrox put this on target. It will go through. Not Erased. They spent a lot of time in that box, an awkward ball bouncing, and they finally break through.
Yeah, lots of patience going to be coming out right here from Not Erased. Able to bring it 1 goal closer. Finding that equalizer, doing a solid job so far, but they're going to need more of that. They're going to need more of that teamwork, that coordination if they want to take down Novus AEVI.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. See, all that hard work, all that great play, thrown out the window. Like, the way that our tone kind of sank as that went in, I'm sure that their hearts sank a little bit as it went in, because they understand, man, we just worked so hard to get that goal, all for nothing. Like, and then it's immediately answered back within 1 second. That's just so heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's tough, especially on the cheat there. That second player off the kickoff cheats up, and some are faster than others depending on what they're trying to do with the kickoff. That time the quick cheat works. Now we'll see, not erased. They've got a minute left. We've seen comebacks already just in our previous game, let alone the other 6 that we've seen today. This one will, again, skate across the net. Novus AEVI very comfortable with this ball skirting up and down their goal line. It's not a race, have been knocking on the door. Novus AEVI, though, very confident on clearing this one out. And now Kaio trying to push through. Follow-up is not there. Royales off the ceiling. Maybe another flip reset to boot. ANS gets in front, and not a race running out of time.
Not a lot of time left, needing to make something happen here and now, but the opportunities are few and far between. Not a race, not able to get a solid look anytime soon, and Novus AEVI can stall for a couple more seconds. That's going to be all she wrote. And yeah, Novus AEVI is going to be able to take game number 1 in relatively dominant fashion. I'd say that they were in control the entire game. I'd say they had a nice grip on the goal, even though it was answered immediately. The goal that they did get, it was clean. There was a lot of teamwork, coordination. It's what you want to see. So even though they lost, maybe there's something to build on for not erased.
Well, if there is, they're going to need to start building fast. As you do not want Novus AEVI to have that quick start as they did earlier. And already not a race. Slightly threatening from PJ from the ceiling. Royales trying to fight his way through the sideline. He's not going to come up with possession. Kyle will clear it away, and now Novus AEVI posturing for this to come back to them. Kaio lets it go through. This one, I think Royales just missed, and PJ has a wide open net. It was probably a goal for Novus AEVI. We'll have to watch the replay. Oh, we don't get the Royales whiff, but I think his teammates were kind of stunned on the Novus AEVI side about what to do with it, not just threw off everything.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion for sure. And not erased, find themselves with the first goal of game number 2. So in the driver's seat for this one, it's going to be not erased, feeling pretty good, even though it was, it was slightly an error, potentially on the side of Novus AEVI at the end of the day. A goal's a goal, and not erased will take that all day.
And you talked about, building up some momentum into this game. Well, they'll absolutely take a goal like that, especially because of the mental toll it might take on a team like Novus AEVI. Giving up a very unforced goal, at least in the sense of missing that ball and opening up the lane for not a race to shoot. Royales now trying to make up for it. Wants to go under. Needs more help. Demos come out. Kaio, I think, wanted to find Royales on the far side. He still receives it on the clear. And now up and over the top, pitches this one across the box, and Novus AEVI not there in time, and not a race, quickly out.
Right now, Kaio going to be playing the side. Card's looking for him. It is going to be PJ that's going to be able to catch this one, send it back the other way. Center's going to be coming out. Card not able to find anyone just quite yet. Royales, though, needed to beat one. Wasn't able to. He has already gotten past one defender. Just looking to make anything happen on this front line to try and get this equalizer. Novus AEVI have to figure it out. They've got a lot of time left to do it. That was almost it. KNS. A great save yet again.
Royales trying to drop this one off for Card. Novus AEVI using each other quite well. Execution just slightly lacking. Follow-up now from Davitrox. That was saved off the post from Card. Everyone from Novus AEVI scrambling to get a hold of it, despite all of them being behind the ball. Very confusing. And what a pass coming out from PJ. A backflip pass backwards is a rare sight to see with that type of accuracy. but he hits it perfectly to KNS.
I mean, that right there just has to be communication. Like, he's got to understand, listen, I'm coming right down the center, just try and get it to the middle. And that's exactly what happened. Great plays coming out, not erased, able to put it together.
I mean, just mechanically from PJ to time that one perfectly, to go backwards on a backflip on the pass. That is some crazy timing from PJ, and it pays off in tremendous form. A 2-0 lead for Not a Race, so a great answer and punch back from Not a Race so far in game 2 after letting game 1 kind of get out of hand. Royales and Card trying to make this one work. KNS comes out. Look at the space afforded to KNS. Now going for the air dribble bump, doesn't find it. And Novus AEVI happy to not see a third trickle in.
Yeah, just going to try to get this one cleared out and try to make something happen on the offensive end. But so far, Novus AEVI have not been able to find success whatsoever on that side in this game. It has been all Not erased, as they have been able to really control this game number 2. As Novus AEVI control game number 1. Looks like things have flipped around one time, and oh my goodness, that could not have been closer to going in. That thing was right on the line. That save had to come in the clutch.
There's just no one there to follow up. That was the big difference. Novus AEVI had Not a Race dead to rights, but it's just an awkward ball. And now Royales, that's a tough angle to get down and over. And you're coming up on a minute left, and it's not without trying. On the Novus AEVI side, they've had plenty of opportunity, but they cannot convert. And now PJ off the crossbar. Kaio somehow gets the insta save. As PJ comes back again, denied by Card. This score should be higher on the Not a Race side. But then again, you could say the same for Novus AEVI.
Yeah, I mean, just not letting down whatsoever, not backing up, not erased. They're looking good, man. I will say that. Throughout this first game number 2, changing up from that game number 1, things look a lot better. They look way more comfortable. But as I say that, Novus AEVI able to find one as Kaio puts it in the back of the net. Hopefully I didn't just cast or curse Not erased.
You might have.
But they were playing so good. I had to say something, man. They're playing great, especially against a squad like Novus. I got to give them their props. So if I cursed it, I cursed it, man.
You being right doesn't take away from cursing them. That's the thing.
Right.
So
man,
we'll see. Time left on the clock, and maybe Not in a Race. Just close this one out. 5 seconds left. Kaio, he's got teammates downfield. Card, he's got boost. Instant shot goes high. Nobody's going to get the touch. Now the backboard pass. Kaio's got low boost again. Davitrox, I think, just wants to play this one away, looking for the air triple bump, but it's Card again. It's still up. Novus AEVI going to have an opportunity. Card to Kaio. Kaio, flip reset, can't get over KNS, and surely this one drops to the ground. Everyone jumping, and in the end, maybe one for the road. Yes, sir. Davitrox, 3-1, Not erased, and we're tied up in this series.
Wow. Hey, listen, we said last series of the day, let's go to 5. And right now, we're on our way there. Right now, we got ourselves a best of 3 with only 3 games potentially remaining in this one. And, oh, man. Yeah, this series...
Convert. Maybe it was because of Not erased. Maybe because it was poor positioning from Novus AEVI, bad shots coming out. But I will say there was still a ton of opportunity for Novus AEVI. They didn't convert that game. But if they keep getting chances like that, at the amount they did, the consistency that they did, I can't see these games going in Not erased's favor with the output that they've had.
For sure. And, oh, man, the way that these games have been going, the way these series have been going so far, it's almost like we just know that we're going to see a game 5. It's just about how we're going to get there, honestly. That's how I'm feeling. It's like, who's going to be able to get that big game win? Oh, my goodness, what a save. That big game win to really put their foot forward and say, hey, we're on series point first. We're trying to send you home right now. Because whoever gets this game right here, they're going to be feeling way less pressure. Whoever loses this, it's going to be all the pressure in the world. So this first goal is going to be massive.
Certainly is. As you said, the winner of this is going to put the other on match point, which is obviously important. And right now, Novus AEVI will jump into the front. I was talking about how many chances they were getting in the previous game that they weren't converting on. This is their second dangerous chance already in the first minute, and they're 1 for 2, shooting 50%, at least in my book, for those types of chances. And Novus AEVI already converting is a dangerous sight for Not Erased.
Great stuff going to be coming out. Hold on. I say great stuff, and then... Well, they didn't capitalize.
Oh, no.
And then it goes the other way. Bro, there is no way that just went that opposite for Not Erased. Like, Not Erased had every chance in the book to get this one in. They missed their opportunity, and Kaio says, all right, we'll take the open net.
I mean, a crazy mind game from PJ. That's why I was reacting. And he opened up the net, but he went a little bit too far. He couldn't get back around it to put the shot on target. And now things have been blown wide open on that counter and back into possession after the kickoff. Look at the ball movement from Novus AEVI now trying to go back to Royales on the far side. He's got a flip reset, follow-up from Card, trickling, and not dropping in quite yet. PJ the savior. Novus AEVI hanging on, or excuse me, Not Erased hanging on for dear life as Novus AEVI back to attacking power as that one finally drops for Royales.
Off the ceiling, Royales able to get the touch before the defender can get there to make sure that this one goes on target. Oh, and he bumped him out of the way, said sayonara, buddy. Novus AEVI in this game number 3 are absolutely taking command. It's so crazy how game number 1, Novus AEVI took command. Game number 2, Not Erased was in control. Game 3, it's looking all Novus AEVI right now. And these goals have been weird in this series so far. There have been so many weird, awkward goals in this series.
And they've just been, they've been heavy ball movement goals. Like a lot of ball movement coming out from the offensive teams. That it's just scrambling defenses, and then it's just pure panic, pure chaos in the boxes of both sides, really. But when it comes down to it in Game 3 here, you're looking at the scoreline, and it's certainly telling you the correct story. Novus AEVI have been all over Not Erased to the point where Not Erased, I feel like, haven't really generated that many opportunities unless PJ, he's not going to find the target there, and Novus AEVI trying to get out.
David Trucks not able to get it past the last defender. Would have been big, but the clear is going to be coming out. KNS not going to be able to stop this one whatsoever. PJ looking to get a touch to it just to keep it out of Novus AEVI's possession, because Novus AEVI are definitely feeling good about their position in the game. They do have to get back, play solid defense, which they are able to do for now. Another attempt going to be coming out onto the net, but this one is going to be up high to the left. Trying to do everything they can to keep this pressure on. But Novus AEVI's defense, they're holding so strong right now.
They're holding strong, and they're going back to that same form that they had in Game 1, where they got the 2-0 lead and then just kind of sat back, didn't really allow Not Erased to have quality opportunities, and, well, they gave up the ball right in front of their net, so they're going to be punished, and they deservedly so. You can't let that one trickle in front of your net in that fashion. Royales, don't think that was what he was trying to do with it. And Not Erased will get me a gimme here on the goal line, a tap-in, if you will. And for Not Erased, a welcome one with 1:37 left on the clock.
Yeah, maybe he thought he was going to be able to carry it to the side. Maybe he thought his teammate was going to have it. Who knows? That one, definitely an unforced error going to be coming out for Novus AEVI. And Not Erased are going to say thank you very much. We will take that and run with it, which I'm sure they feel like they definitely need to do. In this one, they're currently down by 2 goals. Minute 15 remaining. There's still a chance. It's never chalked.
Certainly not, especially not with what we've seen here today.
Oh no, oh no.
Have plenty and plenty of time. But we've seen Novus AEVI close Not Erased out in Game 1 in very similar fashion. See if they can do it again. Royales happy to try and control this one and just put an awkward time really being taken off the clock here, and it's still possession over to Novus AEVI. This one not dropped in front of the net. Card thought about it, didn't go, and he might pay for it. Follow-up's there, and he certainly will. KNS will follow up the shot from PJ, and Not Erased are within 1.
All right, here we go. I mean, just like that. Answering back, Novus AEVI, I thought they had control of this game, but it looks like I was sadly mistaken. Not quite yet. This one's not done. 38 seconds remaining, not erased, or trying to not be erased in this game. Try to make this one come back.
KNS trying to be the hero. Can he go through the entire team? No, and it's pitched back towards his side in devastating fashion. PJ play this one out hard there to poke it free. 17 seconds left on the clock. And Novus AEVI looking to close things out, looking to shut down Not Erased and put them on match point.
Few seconds remaining. Oh my goodness, the save gonna be coming in so clutch. Thought for a second it was gonna be a tie game, but no, oh my goodness, they have to kill this and it's gonna be killed. Just like that. Novus AEVI, hang on. Are one game away from making it to Championship Sunday. They just got to be able to do everything in their power right here and now to not drop this game and not send us to a Game 5. We said, hey, why not? Game 5, right? We stated that earlier, but yeah. Hey, listen, maybe Novus AEVI have different plans.
Well, they certainly do, or they would like to at least. They would like to close this one out in 4, and that might help. It's a little wide. KNS is demolished for his block, and a huge save from Davitrox on the goal line. Kaio didn't really hit that one with all of his power. And already that's a great start for Not Erased, not because they're giving up opportunities, but because they're scoring. I was going to say they made the blocks necessary, but even better, they've now scored on the opportunities afforded to them.
Yeah, they saw an open window, and KNS said, I will take it all day long. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. 30 seconds in, Not Erased yet again. Find themselves with the first goal.
So, a welcome start, and one that throws off, I think, the game plan for Novus AEVI. You know, again, we mentioned in the games that they've won, they've scored quickly and jumped out to the lead in multiple goals fast. And right now, the opposite is happening. It's Not Erased getting multiple goals in the first minute, and Novus AEVI stunned.
Yeah, Novus AEVI are looking a little bit shaky right now, a little bit shaken maybe. By the way, the Not Erased were able to come out and start this game off. And I mean, hey, listen, they're honestly just heading toward our prediction. They are full sending toward our prediction at this point. They said they want a Game 5, let's decide it in Game 5. And no, like I say that, Novus AEVI and Kaio answer right on back. I mean, that right there was just taking an opportunity. That right there is just seeing a shot open and saying, you know what, I'm going to be able to put it on target. So great stuff going to be coming out of Kaio right there.
Yeah, kind of awkward on the kickoff too. Novus AEVI played a little bit more of a safer kickoff, everyone going for boost. And this is another kickoff goal. And I'll have to take a look at it. I couldn't see it from the director cam on exactly how this one went. Davitrox just went more central, and that one stopped in the middle of the field for the follow-up. Not Erased, welcoming that kickoff goal to extend back to a 2-goal lead.
Not Erased looking to keep this one going. 4 goals in the first minute of this game number 4. A lot of fireworks going down so far. PJ's going to be hitting a demo onto Kaio, which is going to send Novus AEVI on the defensive, but they are going to be able to corral this one, send it off the backboard, maybe able to put it in off of this little interaction that they got going on here, but it's not going to be the case as Royales is going to be looking for somebody, anybody, but there's going to be nobody set up there. Another center to the mid, demo coming out, but what's it going to avail to? Nothing quite yet. PJ having to try to get the save. Man, that was so much pressure coming in from Novus AEVI yet again. Not Erased, just holding it off.
Oh, and another shot coming out. But you're right, there's just so much pressure. And Not Erased certainly jumping in front of it and making sure that Novus AEVI, they're going to have to work a little bit harder. They're going to have to be a little bit more creative with the way they've approached things. This one's gone over the head of Royales. The net was open for a moment as Kaio did rotate to fill the gap. PJ quickly onto this one. And what a flick on from Kaio. That one's on target. Excuse me, Card. Kaio in pursuit. Royales has a tap in, and it's a 1-goal game.
Here we go. I mean, hey, listen, this squad, we've said it before. I mean, they are resilient. And when there's this much time left on the clock, this is anybody's game, man. Anybody's game. There's still over half the game left to be played. We've already got 5 goals. Novus AEVI have shown that they can put a string together a bunch of goals in rapid succession. The question is, are they going to be able to do it here? Because they at least need to find one more to get that equalizer.
Half a game left. Novus AEVI, as you said, it's going to take at least 2 to close out this series. And 1 to at least get him to an overtime. Royales to the sky and to the ceiling. Follow-up is there. And despite a flurry of attack from Not Erased early on, it feels like this game's slowing down a little bit, even on the Novus AEVI side. Certainly, the pace of play not as fast as the games before with 2 minutes left. I couldn't tell you who that benefits. Maybe Not Erased, as I think Novus AEVI, they have to get their offense going, and they need to pick up that pace. If they were winning, I'd say, hey, this is a huge moment for Novus AEVI, but they're not. They've got to pick up that pace. They've got to attack the net. Here comes Card, maybe doing just so, and again, PJ clears it away.
One more clear, 90 seconds remaining. Novus AEVI. Ooh, is this the chance that they need? Wow. Card makes it happen. That was exactly what they were looking for. As Card said, thank you very much. I just got to wait this one out. To believe them. Was that a bump that came through? It went in front of the screen for a second. Man, either way, the floodgates opened up. Card take advantage.
It was a whole lot of nothing coming out from Card. He just kind of dribbled that one into defenders, and then they all kind of missed. He got a bump on one. His teammate helped him out as well on the high challenge. And then the last man was stunned that he had to make a play, and that the ball made it through all that traffic. So we're tied up, but maybe not for long, as Royales has to stretch out. And does so nicely to prevent that. But the follow-up from KNS.
Wow.
Is also saved away. So a minute left on the clock, and we're knotted at 3.
Yeah, we're getting close to golden goal territory for Novus AEVI right now. 50 seconds and a goal will send them to Championship Sunday. They'll be plenty happy going to overtime, I feel like. I feel like Novus AEVI will be much happier going to OT than Not Erased will. It's Not Erased, I mean, aside from the kickoffs and things like that, I don't really know how they're going to fare in a situation that's super slowed down, but oh my goodness! David Trox able to slip it past the defense. And just like that, Not Erased now are in the driver's seat. Oh my goodness, what is this game?
Royales' touch just not enough. That one really was just setting up Not Erased, and a tap in at that point, and almost another kickoff goal. Card trying to flip that one on its head. Here comes Kaio. And they put something together. Late game heroics. 20 seconds left. KNS to the backboard, looking for follow-up. PJ's there. The dagger is denied, at least for now. Card has Royales to the backboard. But KNS snuffed it out, and that's a great clear from KNS. Restarts the entire attack for Novus AEVI, and with 4 seconds left, Davitrox just trying to push this one down into 0-second time. Surely not here, surely not now. If you're Not Erased, you drop it down, you get yourself a Game 5. Here we are in Game 5, the last game of the day.
It all comes down to this here and now. Novus AEVI gonna need to find some magic if they want to take down Not Erased, who seem like they've been pulling rabbits out of their hats this entire series long. And right now they're gonna need a little bit more magic if they want to take down this squad in Novus AEVI. And just like that, maybe magic? No, barely wide.
We talked about it again. It's important to mention Novus AEVI. Biggest thing for them is striking early, striking a few times, and they might just hear double tap looming as KNS was on the backboard. That's how they've won their games. They haven't really been able to mount a proper comeback. They've come back into games, but they have not won them. Now 1v1, Kaio and KNS. KNS goes quickly, and he'll win the challenge. Smart from KNS to not let Kaio set up that attack in the 1v1. This ball pitches out, and we don't have a first-minute goal, which I feel like I haven't been necessarily keeping track, but I feel like that's an anomaly here in this series.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. They have been firing on all cylinders early and often. And so, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's a Game 5. There's a whole lot on the line. Both teams facing elimination, 3.5 minutes away from it for one of these squads. That's a rough thought, you know? So maybe we're going to see a little bit more defense. Maybe it's going to end up being a crazy counterattack or another wild pinch off a wall. Who knows how this one's going to go down?
I see KNS with some magic as he's denied. Davitrox back over to KNS shot. Just
What a pass.
wide of the target. It's great passing. Follow up again. Oh, so close for not erased. And Novus AEVI, I mean, that was not because of their own doing. That was some missed shots coming out from not erased. That should have been a goal.
Yeah, not able to put either of those shots on target, unfortunately. But still opportunities coming out for not erased. They're giving themselves chances, and I mean, in a game 5, that's all you can really ask for. Give yourself chances, but don't risk getting beat on the other end. And oh my goodness, it almost happened. Just like that. They're going back. They tried to go for the bump, but no. Realis is going to be there to make sure that nothing crosses that line. Halfway through game number 5, we're sitting at a 0-0 score line. No idea who's going to be able to get the first one, but oh, close call, close opportunities coming in for Novus AEVI, but nothing quite yet has come to fruition.
Yeah, you talked about wanting an overtime. You might get one. It might be 0-0 in the overtime with the way this game's gone. Let's see Royales. Can he push this one through? He goes low on the shot, or excuse me, not Race goes low on the shot. Royales went high. Now Demo comes out. Minor power play as Kyle whips back around with full boost, tries to keep this challenge in play for his team. And denied is card by KNS, and now he's fooling the defense by feigning he has boost. He confidently drove up to that ball. The defense respected it for a moment, then when they realized he didn't go anywhere, they said, oh, we don't have boost. We can attack. And now KNS with some boost tries to push through. Awkward ball that's floating away from the box. Davitrox tried to go for the crazy angle and not going to get it, as we still stay knotted. 0s apiece with just over a minute left in the game.
Oh man, here we go, Corelli. I'm putting you on the spot. Who you got winning?
And I got Novus AEVI. I'm sticking with
All
it.
right, I got not erased. I got not erased. Why not? I'm flipping. I'm flipping.
You flip-flopped. He flip-flopped.
I flipped it the last second.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Interesting.
Less than a minute. And KNS trying to clear this one out. It's just not going to get by. PJ will just have to throw it away. It'll make it awkward. This game has turned less into finding each other downfield with the passing play and more about throwing the ball into a dangerous position and see who's going to make the first mistake. You're seeing a lot of these clears just popping out. And now KNS, he's had a couple solo plays. Can he dunk it through? Not this time. Denied again. And Novus AEVI fighting for a way out.
Wow. 20 seconds away from a game 5 overtime that will send a team home, send a team out of the tournament. Is it going to happen? Card says, or Kyle, excuse me, says no siree. It's not going to end like that. A few seconds left. Davitrox going to be coming down. What's he going to do with it? Get stopped at the midfield. Is anyone going to keep this up, or are we going to kill it? For now, it looks like these players are wanting to keep this one up. For now, Kyle looking for it. Card off the wall, but nobody's able to touch it. And we got ourselves overtime. We have called it every aspect of the way. We said it's going to be a game 5, and now it's an overtime. Let's hope that it's not the longest in RLCS history. That would be crazy. Oh, man. Here we go.
Unlikely, but definitely possible with the way this game's gone. Those 0-0 overtimes, you just never know. It has been knotted and closely contested throughout this game 5 in particular. Throw out everything that's happened up until this point for these two teams. This game 5 has been very back and forth. Blows have been traded, but it only takes one to end this series. It only takes one to head to Sunday. And Royales, he might do it himself. He only had 13 boost. Still an awkward ball. Davitrox can't get back to it that cleanly. And yet somehow not a race still come out with possession. Card will go into the attack. Touch over to Kaio. Backboard found. And PJ there to clear.
But a great attempt coming out for Novus AEVI right there. They were able to put a little bit of pressure on. Had a solid play, just slightly off target. There's a sender, and that's dangerous. But it is going to be saved away. by PJ. Kaio gets a touch, but not the one he was looking for. PJ with a solid touch to keep it on the Novus AEVI half, and this is going to be dangerous. It is going to be cleared away one more time. Big challenge is going to be coming out pretty shortly. As KNS is going to be taking this one up on the side. Looking to push it down toward this Novus AEVI half. Does pop it up. It's a dangerous one in front of the net. It bounces awkward yet again, and the shot is no good by KNS. Almost able to send his squad to Championship Sunday. Royales looking for an opportunity. It's going to be taken by KNS. Looking to end it once more, but not able to find anything just quite yet.
There's been 9 shots between PJ and KNS. They have been attacking the Novus AEVI net. PJ and KNS combining again. This time, the defense coming up strong. Card, full boost. Dangerous here. Davitrox has to get up. Got to put up a hand. Don't let Card all the way in, and KNS does break it up. Davitrox does put this one away. And that was a scary proposition to see Card take an air dribble with full boost.
My goodness. This overtime has me on the edge of my seat. I know these players right now are feeling every bit of these nerves. It's Davitrox trying to bully his way up on the front lines. KNS gets a nice center, but nobody's going to be there to try and pass that one down to the mid. Not a race still. Keeping this one on this Novus AEVI half, but Novus AEVI able to get a couple touches on it, disrupting this offensive pressure, and that might be enough to send it down, and yes, it will be, and now it's going to be PJ having to corral this one. Novus AEVI, though, might be able to find their way back onto the offensive end. They've just got to get a couple of these going the right way. What a save! Royales with the last-second heroics, making sure that this overtime keeps going, and the bump going to be coming out, and it barely goes wide. PJ with the opportunity of his lifetime. Davitrox one more time, keeping it on this Novus AEVI half. Yet again, nothing is coming out. So many opportunities for Not a Race. They have not capitalized on any of them just quite yet. Novus AEVI want to stay in this desperately. You can tell they want it bad.
Yeah, Novus AEVI, they have just struggled to stay up with the pace of play. All of a sudden, Not a Race just kicked it up a notch, and Novus AEVI's in full panic mode. A couple of bumps and demos certainly help as well, but regardless, that was the worst the defense had looked for Novus AEVI, and still, they haven't given it up quite yet, but you feel like Not a Race has been knocking on the door long enough. As Kaio, I think, looks to just reset everything. A little handshake in the midfield. I give it to you, and you give it back. Yeah, take a breath. Take a second. As Card, again, I think just wants to slow this one down. They want to bring this into an opportunity where they could take on the first man. Dangerous ball. PJ was trying to push that one across. It's a tough angle nonetheless. Davitrox, no boost from Card, and he's giving the ball away to PJ. He'll get the demo. That's 2 on the Not a Race side. So maybe some space, but they're quickly back into position. Royales pushes it past 1, and Not a Race. They've been spending a lot of time in their offensive third. Novus AEVI, they have not been able to break out cleanly.
Oh, there's no way we're going to get a super long overtime, all right? Like, it's already 5 minutes.
Already
we're about
super
to end
long.
Game number 6. What an overtime. Another opportunity coming in for, this time, Novus AEVI not able to capitalize on it. And here we go! Oh, I thought that was it. Nope. Davitrox yet again with another save. It saves left and right. No goals, though, as we are a full game into this overtime. Wow.
It's gonna keep
We're essentially
going.
in Game 7. We're essentially in Game 7 right now. Like, that's so
I
wild.
guess we can call it that way. As Royales is still threatening it. I mean, Novus AEVI, they had their own flurry on attack, and yet Not Erased have done well to turn them away. Just as Novus AEVI had, that one was free had it gotten over that last man reacting. Deep is Davitrox sitting. Where's Novus AEVI? They're trying to bring this one down. Kaio can't get the second touch. His teammate's there. He'll get demoed. Canis takes him out. They, Not Erased, have to be careful here. They can't have what happened to Novus AEVI happen to them, where they get off the rotation and then they can never catch back up to the play, and it's full panic mode. Awkward as KNS, almost getting bumped off the back wall. Great first touch from Card, trying to find his teammate out. And we'll go all the way back to the Novus AEVI side. 6 minutes of overtime.
Yeah, it is going right now. They are overtiming. That is for sure. The card right now, still playing defense. Both of these squads are playing really solid defense, honestly, throughout this entire overtime. There's been some exquisite saves. There's been amazing opportunities on the offensive end, but still nobody has found a way to capitalize just quite yet. It is really going to take a heroic play, a heroic effort from someone on this pitch to make it happen. Almost able to pinch it in is Kaio. He was barely able to not squeeze it under the crossbar. Another great opportunity for Novus AEVI. Wow, this game, this series has been one of the most back and forth, one of the closest. Whoever pulls this out is more than deserving.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not over. Oh my goodness, so many opportunities that this squad has had not erased to put away Novus AEVI.
I can't believe, yeah, I mean, seriously, Not Erased has had so many chances. Another one trying to dunk through Card, awkwardly having that one land on his head. Players being punted out of their own net. Navatrock's a little scared to walk up to that one. Over 7 minutes.
What's the record?
Of overtime. In an online match, it's like 18 minutes or something like that in RLCS, so.
Okay.
We got some time. We got some time, yeah. This is certainly one of the longest, though. I think anything over like 5 or 6 minutes, you start to get the top 25. So that
also
shot.
A zero. Almost happened. Card looking to make it happen. The center, the shot, no. Top left, tried to slot it, but the defense is going to be holding strong yet again as we are approaching the 8-minute mark in this marathon that these squads are playing. I know all of their hands are super sweaty right now, man. This game has been going non-stop, and it has been non-stop action in so many close calls.
This is, if this was RLCS, we would be at the 9th longest or 8th longest overtime ever. On land. On land, at least. Overall, it'd be a little bit less. It'd be, I think, around 9 minutes and 14 seconds is where you get in the top 45 for longest all time in RLCS.
Okay.
So, just so you know, the record is 17:41, and it almost ended right there, 8:34.
You've got to be kidding me.
We're gonna keep going. We are gonna keep going. Novus AEVI trying to break through. Neither of these teams are able to. Somehow, Davatrox only has 3 shots. I don't know where he's been. Everyone's been shooting. There's 7 on PJ. And maybe the 8th coming right now. It's weak and an easy save for Kaio.
I wish we could take a montage of every close opportunity in this game. No one would believe it's the same game. So many close calls. This has been absolutely insane. PJ trying to do it. It seems like every opportunity right now is a 1-on-3. Like, it seems like both players are back on defense while one player is trying to do it all. And it seems like people are just hoping that that one player is going to do it all one of these times. That's how this feels at this point.
And that's almost able to. That one off the post. It was off the corner. Davatrox finally floats it in.
Wow.
9:31 on the clock. The top left slot. This ball was not sent into Fenway, but it certainly was put away. As Davatrox does find the mark, and over 9